So yeah, again, this is a 40-foot rear kitchen unit. It's our 2021 Majestic show model. We went with our painted cabinetry. We've got solid surface countertops on here that a lot of folks actually thought was quartz at first, so that was a win if it can trick you that good. And then another item that we've already discussed some, kind of the eat at lunch counter. This was designed, we can fit 4 stools in here, excuse me, and it kind of made a buzz at the show because it was different than just seeing the freestanding table. But
I like that.
I enjoyed it as well, Kelly, because I could sit here and run through everything, and it was just really comfortable.
It's huge. Yeah. It's awesome.
The large pantry, we can design this 1,000 different ways with smaller, bigger, deeper shelves. There's so many ways to design kind of a walk-in pantry. This was attempt number 1, and I'm sure it's not perfect for everybody, but
there's a lot of room in
great
here.
about.
That's really nice.
But with that custom approach, we can dial it in for what you guys need. So standard Samsung fridge. Here with the rear kitchen, I feel one of the benefits this affords you is just huge counter space. Prep space around the sink, prep space around your cooktop and your oven. Right behind you is the dishwasher and part of the peninsula there. So it's just a really, I think, user-friendly kitchen in an RV.
Yeah.
You've got usable space up above the convection.
Yeah, so we've got storage here, storage that wraps back into this corner.
Oh, okay.
And then just for a little aesthetic, we did the crown mold with the rope light, and honestly, it could be built with the cabinetry all the way to the ceiling if you wanted it. So
you got the dishwasher next to it. You've got the cookie sheet.
Yeah, you could throw cookie sheets and all sorts of good stuff in there. Or you could end up doing a pull-out spice tray. You could.
Okay.
It's not a huge space, but we could get pretty creative with what goes in there. And we've always jumped back and forth over the years of, vents in the floor versus vents in the toe kick. Now, I will never let my guys design it where your walkway here is going to have heat ducts in it. But we did take them out of the toe kick a couple years ago because you're running through a vent, then you're turning a corner, you're turning again and trying to push the air out. It was really stifling the airflow of the furnace. So just running it straight and bringing it up gives us a lot better airflow. So we got our 65-inch Samsung here in the living space, sleeper sofa. You have to have a seat in here and just
It's pretty.
Right. This is a custom piece by Lacrosse Furniture, and it is fully residential, so you could get this in leather if you chose. You've got a sleeper over in this section, so if you've got company, you can still have them over. We got the large Furrion fireplace, just the nice electric space heater, but it's got a decent look. Now, your flip side to a piece like this would be, Cole, we just lost a lot of cabinetry for storage. That's why we have different sizes available, and you guys get to dictate. What's more important, a great big modern looking fireplace or a little fireplace that puts out the same BTUs, and then having storage next to it. So that's part of that custom design process, is dialing in what makes the most sense for you guys. Storage up here for DVD players, and your satellite box could go up here. Turn that back off. It's a little warm for that.
Yeah, it's nice.
And then let me see.
And this is your ceiling cassette.
Yeah, let me get this fired up. So I just turned that on. You see the little, that kind of the louver vent fan that's gonna help circulate area or air throughout the whole area.
And you can't even hear it running. No vibration, no noise.
No. Yeah, there's some real definite advantages of a system like this. Definitely have to weigh out the fact that it's not been in the RV market for 15 years, and I'll be the first to admit it could have issues that nobody even knows about yet. I will say, in big bold writing on our option sheet, do not run this in motion. But yeah, extremely quiet, no vibration, and I need to do some studies, just a really basic, looking at our EMS system with how much amperage is being drawn. In our traditional air conditioning in our Summit, with one AC running, I want to say I was pulling 11, 12 amps, and then with both cassettes on the outdoor unit, I was pulling like 5 or 6.
This is the Majestic, so the flooring is...
Yes, this is our Hickory Radiance flooring. It's a white plank hickory floor that you can tell's got a lot of neat character with the knots and the burls in it. But this is a Shaw product. It's what's called engineered flooring. Stuff happens, you have a leak in your faucet and it overflows the sink. It's not going to ruin this floor.
Okay.
We use a construction grade subdecking that's for homes that when they're open air environments, they're getting wet, they're getting moisture on them. It doesn't do anything to it. And then we actually submerged a piece of this wood in a bucket of water for 2 days, brought it out, didn't do anything to it.
Oh, wow.
So we were sold at that point. So our Firefly multiplexing system, our main screen, we've got our master switches, living room master, which is where we're standing, and we've got exterior lighting that we can turn on and off. You can also control this with an app on my phone. Go into the home, we've got shade master. Press a button, bring those shades up and down. If we did a floor plan that has a TV lift installed, that would be controlled there. We've got battery monitor, just really basic battery monitor. Not going to tell you amp hours, just voltage. Water pump, water heater, electric, etc., and then your tank monitor. So this unit also has what we call our Easy Chem system. It's pretty neat, but that's kind of the ultimate lazy man deal. Press a button and it shoots a 5-ounce squirt of like the the blue chemical down in your. Again,
Oh, that's
it's really cool,
Yeah.
but how lazy can we get? But hey, convenience, but it's pretty neat. So then go into lights, then we've got our shades. You can individually control your shades in the coach, and then slide controls. Now, New Horizons, we may be one of the only ones that do this, but we like the look of that frameless window, and we do put it on the slides of the slide room. Now, we try to remember, safety engaged, close all windows, check everything before you run your slides, right? So you got to hit your disable slide, and then you're going to hit the button, bring it in, bring it out. So again, this one has 4 slides. We've built rigs with 6, a lot. I haven't built one with 7 yet, so give me a call, we'll take care of it. And then awnings. You can do the Eclipse awning that has your wind sensor, high speed, low speed, and then that does have a safety to extend, retract. This coach has 2 units, one on the slide room and one on the main wall here. So this bedroom, we've got the cassette unit right over the bed, the mini split cassette. This unit features a queen bed and our king size slide. Going to a king, this nice big end table just go down to about a 3.5, 4 inch shelf and be a little bit tighter, but it gets you a king bed. One of the common customizations with our product is I want the end tables and a king. And all we do is add a slide or add a foot to each slide, and now a 40 becomes a 41. I know I make it sound really simple, but the draftsmen have to do a little bit more work than that. So then cabinetry everywhere. We've got the display area, but if you want doors over that, no problem. Get that all closed in. To me, a lot of that depends on how often you travel. With you two's lifestyle, I would say display niches you probably don't want. You want everything with doors, so you just put it away and it's good to go. Folks that like to set up for months at a time, maybe they get some family photos out, etc. So some of those are little touches of home to have, but it all comes down to the RV lifestyle that you're living out there. So again, this is our painted cabinetry interior, different bedspread packages, different balance materials. Up in the bedroom, the shades we just do manual because you're right next to them anyway. So it's better to just pull it down than to get up and go find the remote and hit a button. So to my side here, our standard closet in the Majestic is fully cedar lined. The 2020 Majestic and newer, when we redesigned our front caps, we started integrating the shoe shelf in the very front. This particular design, we've got our washer dryer built into this cabinet. Now if you were to get rid of this, you could do, if you have a lot of hanging clothes, we could run the wardrobe bar, wall to wall. So it just depends on your needs. So as we've discussed a little bit together, with 4 slides versus 3, there's a lot of debate amongst our owners of, this vanity slide, as I like to call it, the bedroom vanity slide, has great cabinetry, a lot of usable space, our drawer boxes, our uppers, cedar lined hamper, got our pull down TV. So there's some definite advantages of the floor space you get, but do keep in mind where all the volume of cabinetry does have to go into a box and run in and out. So part of the design process is diving into what makes most sense for you guys. But yeah, this is a 32-inch Samsung. We developed this to hide away when you're not wanting to watch it. So kind of a little more peaceful environment instead of just having your TV always looking at you.
Was that a desk drawer there?
This is, yeah, good question. So we can put in a desk insert or a makeup vanity, or we've done so many different layouts in this little space. Lately, I've built 2 or 3 rigs for customers of mine that they got rid of the hamper, and this was not in a slide room, so there wasn't a lip to step up into. But they had me delete the hamper and drop the height of this down, basically get rid of the drawer, and they made a desktop surface in their bedroom so they can, if they're, still maybe working a little bit on the road or anything like that, it's a space that is not taking up a lot of room in the living space. Primarily, we do a lot of wood headboards to match the cabinetry. Doing a padded headboard is pretty easy. Got a rig that's getting built right now that has a really pretty gray, nice fabric type padded headboard. More Firefly, and then there's the panel button, which is actually we put a panel always right under the cabinet here, so you can run your master lights. I forgot to turn something off down there.
Oh, okay.
Ceiling light, bump in the night, outside security.
That's nice.
And then you don't want that backlit shining you in the eyes. Hit the panel button, and all the backlighting on all the Firefly turns off. Large pocket door to separate your bedroom.
Okay.
Into this room, got a large vanity space. Now our vessel sink is optional, so undermount, standard sink is part of our base price, but some people love these. Again, being custom, it's all about what you guys want. Got a macerating toilet. Black tank is located a little bit further back in the underbelly. And then lots of storage. We know bathroom storage is paramount, so large medicine cabinet. We can do some customizations for folks like yourself who are taller and actually get rid of the pretty crown mold and just take the whole cabinet higher, which is important when you're 6'4". If you're 5'10" like me, it's not as big of a deal. And then we got a large linen closet that's in just shelving and more space. Now our Majestic series, I'm going to step into the shower. The Majestic series, we feature the Onyx collection shower material. This is, think of like Corian solid surface type material. So it comes molded, you got your base, you got your walls, we got cement board behind it, so it's a fairly expensive and fairly heavy piece of equipment to put into an RV. In the Majestic at standard, we can go to a single piece fiberglass shower. We do standard in our Summit series. So a lot of colors to choose from. You can really dial in the aesthetic of what you want your home to feel like. Then Skylight to give you some added height, in the shower. Now if you're not very tall like myself, 5'10", not super tall, I actually don't need the Skylight to feel comfortable in the shower. So, if you wanted to minimize the penetrations in your roof and maximize how much solar you can put on the roof, we can delete the Skylight, no problem. So, but it's kind of nice to feel a little bit taller and natural light. We've got one window in here, and some bathroom designs don't have any windows. And then the Skylight or the Max fan is the only natural light you're getting into that space. So those are important things to think about in design. So our control center on this particular floor plan, we've got our main breaker panels, 12-volt fuses. This unit doesn't have a whole coach inverter. If it did, we'd put the panel right here so it's easy to get to and see. We've got our Progressive Industries EMS system with its readouts, over-the-air antenna, and then the central furnace thermostat is right here. So that's going to go to the 2 sensors that are in the coach to sense if it needs heat or not. We've got an outlet that we put in our entry closet. A lot of customers like to expand their system to include Wi-Fi rangers, cell phone boosters, routers, etc., etc., etc. And having power already there for you to tap into, and put in a power strip to put 6, 8, however many you need. It's nice to already have that there, so you don't have to retrofit that in.
Hey, we want to thank Cole and everybody at New Horizons for showing us around. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. It was way more than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
Yeah, very intense.
So Cole, you've got some amazing coaches.
Thank you.
You've got some amazing folks that work here.
That's right.
Just as friendly as could be. We just never felt quite so at home.
Oh, I know.
So we want to thank you very much for your time and the tour and everything that goes with it.
Glad to have you guys, for sure. For sure, thank you.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up. So from Kansas,
It all starts with an idea.
thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye.